my sister and I, like, growing up, we hated each other. Like, it was weird because, like, we'd be really, like, close sometimes, but all in all, like, we just hated each other because she would hurt me. Like, she was just mean. She was just brutal. And the funny thing is that, like, I was always, like, big and dopey, and she was, like, small and mousy, and so, like, I could have beat the crap out of her if I wanted to. But I was just, like love and peace always. But, I mean, I always won. Like, I knew what it would take to get her in trouble. So I used that. Like, I used my intelligence, not my bulk. But, so, like, when
brain
I was,
over brawn.
like,
Okay.
Right. So when I was, like, 11 or 12, and she was, like, 13 or 14, like, that was, like, the boy band stage. Like, the start of her.
Oh, we all went through that.
So, like, I was in sync. What were you?
I think I was more in sync when it came down to it.
Mm-hmm. What did you, Chelsea? It's gonna make or break it.
Well, here's the deal. I probably listened to NSYNC more, but, like, in my heart, it was Backstreet Boys.
Whatever. So, I was in sync, but my sister was 98 Degrees.
Oh.
I was totally going to think Chelsea was going to say 98 Degrees.
I know.
Oh, no, Backstreet Boys.
Boys.
No, I was never really into 98 Degrees.
Backstreet Boys. I don't care. But, all I know is, okay, so, I liked NSYNC and she liked 98 Degrees. So, like, our walls were just posters and posters of these groups. And I had every CD, like, I still have them, like, seven different CDs. One of them was imported from the Philippines, like, it was crazy. And my sister had, like, 2 98 Degree CDs, because that's all they had, which is kind of sad. And that's including, but when you include the Christmas CD, they had, like, 3. So, it's like, we would fight. Like, I'd be like, I'd turn mine up, but her radio, all I had was a karaoke machine, and her, like, CD player was so much louder than mine. She would turn it all the way up, and then, I can't hear my music! And this is before I said curse words, because they were bad. I didn't start swearing until I was 14, and I was only, like, 11 or 12 in these stories. And so, then she would run in and, like, tear an NSYNC poster off my wall, and I'd be like, Wah! And I would, like, run into hers and tear a 98 Degrees poster off. The problem is, Mom worked. So we were at home alone when this was out. And I would call Mom and be like, oh, Erica, and she'd be like, just wait till I get home. And then Erica would take the phone, she'd be like, well, Jenny, and it was just like back and forth, always poor Mom. You could tell, like, she could probably tell when school was out, because that's when the phone calls would start, and, like, it would just be, like, fighting all the time. But, I remember one time, I don't remember why we were fighting, but it got so bad, like, it was, like, door slamming. We didn't have locks. So, like, always door slamming, and, like, I had this, like, nook in my room, so, like, you walk in, and there's, like, kind of a wall here, but then the room happens here. So, like, I would be able to, like, close the door and, like, push myself against the wall so she couldn't get in. And she would, like, bang, bang, bang. Well, my sister also played softball the majority of her youth years. And so, one time, I remember, like, I was like, ah! And she's gonna come in! Because, like, her rage, like, she was tiny, but, like, her rage brought out, like, this monster. And she was a beast. And I just remember the softball bat coming through the door right next to my head. And I was like, oh my gosh! And then, like, it came out, and she was like, and then you just hear her door close. Like, she realized that she almost
bashed your head in.
But, like, that's just, like, we were just always fighting, and it was bad. Like, I stabbed her in the leg with a fork once. Like, I remember, well, it wasn't, like, a real fork, it was a plastic fork. But, like, you know those, like, fancy clear ones that they sometimes have at weddings? Mm-hmm. That's what it was. And, like, I don't remember what she did, but I was mad, and I, like, stabbed her in the leg, and, like, pulled a little bit.
Oh!
But it wasn't, like, all the way in her leg. It was probably, like, in, like, this much. Yeah. But it was, like, and that was bad. But she got in trouble because she started it. Or, I held her at knife point once. That's probably one of our favorite ones. Because I was in middle school. It was my 8th grade year. And she was in high school or something. I don't remember. This is, like, the core of our, like, physical fighting. Because, like, once I got to high school, we mellowed out. But, like, so I was in 8th grade, and I was in my basketball uniform because I had a basketball game that night. And my friend Jen was going to come and pick me up for the game. And so I was waiting for Jen, and Erica did something that just pissed me off. And at this point, I'm like almost 14, so I'm, like, starting to swear. Jen Main, my friend, she taught me my first swear word, and it was damn. And so I was full of rage. So I don't remember what we were fighting about, but it was so bad. And like, it was physical, like punching and, like, hair pulling and, like, throwing each other across the kitchen, like what you see in movies. And then, like, finally, like, she had me on the kitchen floor against the garage door. She had me, like, in a headlock, like this. and I was like, and I remember like I almost passed out, so like elbowed her in the stomach and like rolled out of it, and I just like skittered across the kitchen floor and like found this butcher's knife, and I was like, you sit there! You just sit there until and like I just had to hold her at knife point, and then the horn honked outside, and I just like I put the knife away and I like ran out of there. It was crazy. That's hood life. You go to Ireland. I hold my sister at knife point.